A historic building in Beloit that's more than a century old is in need of massive repairs after wind and microburst activity Tuesday night causes significant damage to the outside of the building.
Located in the 100 block of Pleasant Street, it was formerly used as the city's waterworks and pump station. Authorities say most of the damage was to the roof and it is structurally sound with minor damage inside. Nobody was hurt from the storm. The parking lot is closed from debris that fell off the building. Crews worked for several hours on Wednesday to clean up the mess. Tuesday's storms also knocked down several tree branches and damaged traffic signals. The city of Beloit says the main priority is to get the roof secured and then replaced, which could take time.
There's damage along this corridor, and so if people do have those damage to their homes, absolutely give your insurance company a call, document it, work through it, so that you can have that addressed.